Welcome back. Well, the setup is largely positive. We've been telling you that, and most of the Asian markets, barring mainland China, are trading in the green, and that's the implied open. We probably will start on the green side of the flat line. That's the indication. So what about individual stocks? As usual, our team is standing by with the CNBC TV 18 list of top stocks to watch. Guys, hi, good morning to all of you. Sonal, let's start with, I think, Phoenix Mills, Signature Global. These are some of the names you're watching out for today?
Yes, let me start with Signature Global. Both of them, of course, are quarterly updates. For Signature Global, there's a sequential decline in sales value, but volumes are up on a quarter-on-quarter basis. So sales volumes, they are up 143% on a YY basis, up 17% on a sequential basis. Sales are up around 184% on a YY basis. Even collections have gone up by 28%, and company has already achieved almost 60% of their FY25 sales guidance of 10,000 crore rupees. For Phoenix Mills as well, it was a decent set. The consumption improved in the quarter gone by. It was up 25% on a YY basis. Retail collections were up 27% on a YY basis. Their average trading occupancy came in at 92% in the quarter gone by, considering all the newer malls as well. In the hospitality segment, for St. Regis, occupancies have improved. Their average revenue per room has improved by 15%. For Courtyard by Marriott in Agra, while the occupancies have declined, their average room rentals, they have improved by 9% on a YY basis. So going with green on Phoenix as well.
Okay, thanks a lot for that, Sonal. Well, let's hop across to Mangalam. He's here to tell us about Senco Gold. Mangalam, hope you had a good birthday evening, but tell us about Senco.
Well, for Senco, I will tell you the retail revenue grew at around 27% in the second quarter. Same-store sales growth came in at 20%. Studded ratio improved quarter on quarter. Now, on an absolute basis, these numbers look fairly strong. But remember, between last year to now, there was a near 30% rise in gold prices itself. So we need to know the tonnage. And if you compare all the others as well, Titan on a high base grew 26%. Senco doesn't have as high a base as Titan. So 27% is a growth which is, slightly short on expectations at a time when Kalyan grew by 39%. They've said that they're on course for 18 to 20% year-on-year revenue growth, and they are taking steps to improve studded ratio to over 12% as well. But with all the developments that have happened in the lab-grown diamond space, it will be important to see how the studded ratio pans out for all these players. So I expect some red on Senco today, despite an optically strong-looking second quarter update.
All right, Mangalam, thank you very much for that. More stocks with news flow. Vivek is here with that list. Vivek, good morning.
Well, good morning. Quite a few stocks on the radar today. First on the list is IRB Infra. The September toll collections have come in. A little over 500 crores is the collection, which is up almost 19% on a year-on-year basis for IRB Infra. Company says they expect this particular growth momentum to continue, driven by both increased travel as well as economic activity. So going with the green over there. The second stock on the radar, an important development coming in as far as Torrent Power is concerned. Company yesterday received the LOA from the Maharashtra State Discom. Now, this is for a total of 2 gigawatt of pumped hydro storage project. Remember, on September 17th, the company already had intimated the exchanges that they had received close to 1.5 gigawatts. So an additional 500 megawatt is what the company has received. Now, this particular storage capacity will be supplied for a period of 40 years. And Morgan Stanley believes that the annual revenue capability that the company has is close to 1,680 crore. Now coming to Premier Energy, the recent listing, the company's subsidiary has entered into a module supply agreement with BN Hybrid Power, which is a special purpose vehicle of Bright Night India. The agreement for supply of close to 173.35 megawatt power of solar modules. Lastly, coming to GR Infra, some positive news for here as well. The company has received the provisional completion certificate for 2 projects, both in Bihar as well as Chhattisgarh. The Chhattisgarh project was constructed under the hybrid annuity mode. Project cost is a little over 1,500 crore, and the Bihar project cost a little over 1,080 crore. Again, was constructed under the hybrid annuity mode.
All right, Vivek, thank you very much for that. Let's head across to Vamakshi, who has a couple of stocks on her radar as well. Vamakshi, morning.
Well, good morning, Surbhi. Let me first start off with SKF India. The board has granted an in-principle approval to segregate the automotive as well as the industrial business through a scheme of arrangement. Now, this decision follows a decision taken by the company's parent company, which is AB SKF, and they did announce that they will be demerging their automotive business and will be listing it separately on Nasdaq Stockholm. The board has approved the formation, additionally, of a formation of a wholly owned subsidiary with authorized capital capital of 15 lakh rupees, and this wholly owned subsidiary will be required when the demerger is implemented. So overall, the demerger could lead to some value unlocking and resultantly going with a green for SKF India. The other stock on my radar is JK Lakshmi Cement, going with a green for this counter as well, because at the request of the company, all the lenders of Udaipur Cement Works have waived the corporate guarantee provided by the company. The corporate guarantee aggregated to somewhere around 1,640 odd crores, and the banking facilities of Udaipur Cement Works are now secured by its own assets only. So given this development, going with the green for JK Lakshmi Cement.
Okay, all right. Thanks for that, Vamakshi. But crude oil prices, that's the big headline overnight, and that's a relief to all the bulls. Sonal joins us to tell us all those stocks that will be impacted by this fall that we've seen in crude. Sonal.
Well, yes, it's a 5% fall that we've seen on crude oil prices overnight. Brent is below that $78 per barrel mark after that stellar rally that we saw last week, so around 77.36. Now, a couple of reasons. There's, of course, been disappointment after no new policy announcements or any relief or stimulus plans by the Chinese officials. Also, some of the experts are saying that there's been no supply disruption despite the West Asian tensions that we've been talking about. So markets continue to remain very stable, so no reason for crude oil prices to inch up from here on. And year to date, after this move, the Brent crude prices, they are unchanged. So there's been no movement if we talk about the last 10 months. Now, it'll be positive for aviation, oil marketing companies, paid companies. But of course, remember, the raw material pricing doesn't change for them overnight as well. It comes with a lag. And it'll be negative for the likes of ONGC and Oil India. But remember, they are already making realizations above $75 per barrel. So this fall will not be as negative for them.
Okay, got that. Sonal, thanks very much. With that, let's quickly recap our list of top stocks to watch today. The ones that have positive news flow around them are Phoenix Mills, Signature Global, IRB Infra, Torrent Power, Premier Energy, GR Infra, SKF India, JK Lakshmi Cement. Now, Senco Gold is the only stock on the radar that could possibly open out in the red. And of course, crude sensitives, let's see how they go, considering the big fall in oil prices overnight. We'll take a quick break on that note. Coming up on the other side, we'll connect with Deven Chokshi of DR Chokshi Finserv for some fundamental stock analysis.